Welcome to Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, food, relationships and mental health. Our weekly co-hosts are Dr. Delvena Thomas, Imani Warren, and Chef Irie. Now introducing our host, Miss Nicky Gelin.
Hey. Oh my goodness. Happy 2023, everybody. And welcome to our first episode of the year. I can't believe it. We have such a wonderful show tonight. I'll get into that later on. But a big shout out to our sponsors. So big shout out to the Florida Lottery and Duke and Dame Whiskey. And also the FAMU Medical Marijuana Education and Research Institute. Get credible information and engage in a safe space to learn and talk about cannabis. Educate, learn, and talk about cannabis right here within Florida. And also with Duke and Dame Whiskey be one of our sponsors, we are doing a giveaway for your chance to win a salted caramel Duke and Dame Whiskey bottle. Just answer the simple question. Name a Black-owned restaurant within Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches for your chance to win a Duke and Dame bottle. That's it. So easy. So y'all, again, the New Year's weekend was like hella lit for MIA Media Group this past weekend. Okay, so Miami Funk Fest went down on Friday and Saturday. And we were there, obviously. We had to be there. So on Friday, the opening act was Rich Prince, Boss Maine, and Somewhat Cool. And the headliners was Carl Thomas, Mary J. Blige, Jeezy, and Anthony Hamilton. And also, we bumped into Peter Thomas and JT Money as well. So Aaliyah, let's go ahead and drop the sizzle.
So I overcame the distance that challenged my persistence. I let my ego go and drown my pride. And you ask why.
Nicky says you only live once with MIA Soul. And we're ringing in the New Year's at Miami Funk Fest. Good people, good music, and just pure good vibes.
Baby, tell me to go.
Word on the streets, even on the hammer here.
Look out. 2022 was lit, but 2023, you ain't seen nothing yet, okay?
Just got here.
Oh, you just got here?
Yeah, but I want to see Mary. I came to see Mary. I don't know if Carl Thomas performed yet.
He did. He came out earlier. He was
That's
good.
My brother.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Go. So y'all, that was day one. That was day one of Miami Funk Fest. And again, it was such a great, epic night. Everybody was there. Shout out to Dajay and also Spray Ground as well. We have our Sizzle Day 2 coming up for y'all next week. And also on Sunday, we had to, of course, celebrate Haitian Independence Day with the Liberation Soup Jamu. So we are working on the footage. Y'all, it was such a crazy weekend. We'll have the soup and champagne footage ready for y'all next week. Okay? Now, again, as I mentioned earlier, we have a special show tonight. ReadyTo Love Miami Season 7 is officially here. I've been counting down. I did watch the last season, season 6, and I fell in love with the Will Packer, series. Shout out to Brandy and Mike. They found love, and now we're on to season 7. So again, the hit dating series returns to Miami literally on Friday. So it premieres on the Oprah Winfrey Network this Friday at 8 p.m. So tonight I was speaking to a few cast members, and I'm curious, did they find love? Is Miami hard to find love? Stay tuned. Keep it locked. Now, on to my first co-host. She's our board-certified culture connoisseur. She knows everything that's happening as far as the arts and culture and just everything South Florida. So, Imani Latifo, what are we talking about tonight?
Peace and beautiful blessings, and welcome to the Arts and Culture Report by Imani. This particular time we are in Atlanta, Georgia, historical Atlanta, Georgia, right off of Auburn Avenue at the Madam C.J. Walker Boutique Museum and the WERD radio station, the historical first black radio station in Atlanta, Georgia. All those people on the wall, I named 30, and guess what? I got an album. That's right. Gifts in the new year. We are dealing with prosperity. But this place was absolutely the dopest place I've been to. Mr. DeForest runs it. These are some of the albums that I was able to collect from for getting my award for naming all those jazz artists, because I'm a big jazz fan, and just albums were everywhere. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. But this place also has a secret. Martin Luther King spent time here as well. This was also the place where one of the former students of Madam C.J. Walker resided. And I mean, just phenomenal. You can go in there, sit with Mr. DeForest and talk about history and listen to albums. I mean, I had to crank this one up. So this was absolutely just crazy. I've never cranked up an album before. Made me buy a record player, actually, but after listening to that, you want to get the history. So take a listen.
Had to be paid for. Okay. These are the original collection cans used during the civil rights movement that were passed out to churches, women's organizations, and salons. You would get the can, fill it up, turn it in, and get the I gave card, showing that you helped with the movement. Those are some of the original collection cans.
So guys, it's all about the history, historical preservation, and the arts. I like to say Happy New Year to my crew at SOUL. Yes, so peace and love, Nicky and Aaliyah and Doc and beloved chef. Guys, Happy New Year to you. We'll see you on the other side. And I hope that you had a prosperous new year. But like I said, if you're in Atlanta, check this place out. You definitely don't want to miss it.
Thank you, Imani, and we miss you, and Happy New Year to you as well. We hope to see you soon in the flesh. All right, now on to my next co-host. He is a celebrity NFL and NBA chef. He's also a guest chef on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. And he's also from my beloved country, Jamaica, Chef Irie. Bloop, 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 bloop. Happy New Year, Chef. How you doing? Y'all mute. Unmute yourself now. Y'all mute. You're on mute.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a short technical difficulties, but we are reassuring you that we are back with you live. Thank you.
Oh yes. Cheers.
Salud, darling. Salud. Yes.
Wait, Chef, before you start, Aaliyah, let's drop the video.
Oh, drop the video indeed.
Let's drop that video, Aaliyah.
Look, he came through. He delivered on the sorrel. Thank you, Chef.
Garlic pimento seed.
I see it.
Indeed.
Popped off, but okay.
Yeah, man. So if you don't know, y'all people out there, sorrel is a bomb, and trust me, I still got loads of sorrel in my fridge.
What coming by again for my second round?
I have some for people to pick up. They still haven't picked up their damn sorrel yet, but I still got a bottle, for myself, for more. Yes. And I don't know if I'm going to open up that just anytime soon, but until then, we have other things that we can libate on. So, what is happening? By the way, I think that was probably one of the best batches of sorrel that I've made in a very long time, and it is.
I
Right.
enjoyed it. I still have some left. I'm
It's
sipping
yeah,
slow.
it's right, it's righteous. So look, what is today? Today, gentle people, is National Spaghetti Day. It is, of all the things that we can celebrate, National Spaghetti Day, and yeah. By the way, did Aaliyah not get my? I thought my thing went in. But I guess not. But
You have like
I'm just gonna have to talk about spaghetti without video pictures today. So
let me find
so
out. Let me find out if we got the video. Hold on. Go
well,
start. You can start. Go ahead.
I can start. Yeah. So of course, spaghetti, nice, easy, economical dish, that everybody can have. And as kids, we grew up eating spaghetti. And one of the most famous things, to have spaghetti with is meat or meat sauce. So spaghetti bolognese. Yes. And so you can make it nice and simple, but of course, people with kids, they ain't got time to be slow cooking bolognese for 3-4 hours. No, this damn thing needs to be ready in about 30 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes.
And
Forget
of
that.
course,
10 minutes.
spaghetti and meatballs, So that is definitely one of our, yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at that. So spaghetti and meatballs, that is a tried and true. And I think that is still loved by not just kids these days, but a lot of adults. I still love spaghetti and meatballs. I'm sorry. It's just one of them comfort foods that you grew up eating. And of course, if you don't want any meat in your spaghetti, you don't have to have spaghetti. You can just have spaghetti and sauce as long as it's a good, ragu sauce, a good tomato-based sauce. It could even be, white cream sauce with cheese, bechamel, or just, like I said, cheese sauce, and you can enjoy your spaghetti any old kind of way. But listen, spaghetti is just not, the Italian American version, brought to us by, the Italians, from Italy. But we enjoy, a little spaghetti in the Caribbean as well. And and of course, everywhere you go, spaghetti, you gotta, hype it up. You gotta make it your own. So of course, we have spaghetti from Haiti. Yes. And this is often served as breakfast. And so this is just a novel way, a novel take on spaghetti. You ain't got no meat, girl? Ain't no problem. Hook you up some hot dogs, baby. Yes, and hot dogs in that spaghetti, all that seasoning and the flavoring. Oh my God, trust me. You ain't lived until you've had some Haitian spaghetti. You could put some herring, smoked
Ready the red herring. Red herring.
smoked herring in there, girl. You know what I'm talking about, baby. Yes, you know about the things. Yes, and this makes for a nice and economical dish. You go over to Cuba. So the Cubans, yes, they make something very similar to that. Sometimes they may put hot dogs in there, but it's definitely meat sauce. Um, and of course, you got your olives and you got your oregano and you got your cumanando. You got your spices. It may not be spicy because a lot of Cubans don't like the spicy flavor. But of course, this is a nice, like I said, another economical way to bring, the Latin flavors into the spaghetti dish. Boom, you got Cuba. Then we jump across the ways over, I think, to Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
And Puerto Rico, now you're talking about the sazon. So all these dishes, all these spaghetti dishes, basically, they're going to be similar, but you're going to differentiate them in the way that we're flavoring them, because Puerto Rican food, Cuban food, Haitian food, Jamaican food, all the flavor profiles are totally different. They're totally different. So it's just a matter of what you choose to put in your spaghetti. And here we got spaghetti with pork chops. Yes, we got spaghetti with pork chops. We got one more. There's one more, I think, that was on the list. that if you don't want to make spaghetti and meatballs, you don't want to make spaghetti and sauce, you don't want to make none of that stuff. You got leftover spaghetti, all right? You got leftover spaghetti. You got some leftover meat sauce, maybe. Or you got some cheese. You got some milk, all right? You may have some bacon, or if you want to go fancy, some guanciale, yes? And you can have this amazing, and some eggs. You need some eggs. You need some eggs and some cheese. And you can make this amazing spaghetti torte or frittata. Yes. Trust me, this is like to die for. So the next time that you have some leftover spaghetti, you got some eggs in the fridge, you got some cheese, Parmesan, what you got? Asiago, you got some milk, and some spices and some flavorings. You can make and leftover spaghetti. This you can make. It's a one-pot dish. Mix it up, boom, just like a frittata. Put it in the oven. Let it set. What? Yes, flip him over. Cut him. Slice him, dice him. I don't care what you do. You want to serve this one kind of warm. You don't want to serve this one cold. You want to serve it warm or hot. Yeah, and a glass of champagne with this torte. A glass of champagne with this spaghetti torte. Trust me on this. And if you want, you can add a little caviar on top, boom. Make it fancy, right?
Yeah.
So spaghetti, people, it's all about what you do with, the little that you have. And spaghetti has been known to stretch many a miles in everybody's family. So I know you can relate, Nicky. You got them kids, girl. Yeah, it's like, what we get today? Mom, can we get some spaghetti? We just had spaghetti yesterday.
Chef, if you get some basil and you make like a nice pesto sauce, woo!
Come on with it, Love Jones. Come on with it, Love Jones.
No, but I want to try the baked one. I never done that before. That's different,
Yeah, the baked one is amazing because it comes out. So when it's done, everything is in one pot, right? So by the time you're done, and the spaghetti on the bottom, and it's crispy, on the outside. And it's still, moist on the inside with all the flavorings and the stuff that you put in with the cheese and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, and then if you leave it and you leave it overnight and you want to heat it up, don't put it in the oven. Heat it up on the stove, right?
Or what about an air fryer?
Even better. Girl, you are. See, I know. See, that's why we friends, girl. That's why we.
That's why we friends. Okay.
You just pick me up when I drop.
All right. So I'm gonna stop after my second bottle of sorrow.
Everybody out there, Happy New Year. Wow, man, it's the first show for the year, ain't it?
It's our first show. Salute. And to many more shows. Oh, okay, he's off the screen. All right, y'all. So now the moment I've been waiting for, that you've been waiting for, Ready to Love Season 7. It's about to premiere this Friday on the Oprah Winfrey Network. So shout out to Will Packer for bringing us this wonderful series. And also, Ready to Love is one of the most watched programs on the OWN network. So we have a few cast members joining us tonight. So welcome to the screen, Sue Ann Robinson, Andre Addison, Tony White, and Anthony Martin. All right, everybody, welcome to MIA Soul. How is everybody doing this lovely Wednesday evening? And I want to say that y'all are kicking off our first episode of the year. So
yes.
Epic. It is epic. Right. Well, can't wait. So what y'all do for the New Year's turn-up? Who want to go first? And Sue, you're on mute right now, so we can't hear if you're talking right now.
I guess I'll go first. I actually work.
Who slept? Who said they slept?
No, I work. I was at
Me.
work all night. That's how I brought in New Year.
Right here.
Oh, you worked. Tony, you slept. Andre, what'd you do for New Year's turn up?
I went to the church.
And when the church
I was asleep,
prayed,
Nicky. I was asleep.
prayed for everybody, prayed for everybody's safety and making sure we make it through 2023.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, and Suwan, what
That's what's
about
up.
you?
What's up?
Can you hear me? Okay.
I was watching the fireworks. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Can you
Go
hear me?
ahead. Yes.
Oh, I was saying I was watching the fireworks in Bayside from the water.
Oh, it was beautiful, wasn't it? I know that was such a beautiful view. Okay. So let's get right into it. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. And Anthony, you can go ahead and start first.
Oh, damn, I'm in the hot seat first. A little about me, I'm born and raised in Miami here. Went to the military right out of high school. Migrated back to the area back in 2016, I believe. I'm a critical care nurse practitioner. I have a daughter. I'm just a Miami native, just out here trying to do my thing, live a life.
Okay. And Suwan, go ahead and go second.
What do we do? What was the question?
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're telling about ourselves.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah.
Okay, I'm a child of God, an HBCU grad, a lawyer, a mom, and a native Miamian, like a real one. Like I went to Jackson Toddlers Inn. I was born in Miami Jackson Hospital, like one of the first kids in the NICU in the 80s, a proud 80s baby, and a hip hop fan. So I don't know if that is a good summary.
Oh, hip hop. Okay, wait, who's on your playlist?
Now? My playlist is stuck in my playlist is stuck in the early 2000s. So my playlist is giving Common, it's giving Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm with you, Suwan. I'm with you.
Okay. I like that. And any Ja Rule up on there? Ja Rule or Jay-Z?
Ja Rule ran it. Bad Boy, Ja Rule, all that.
Gotta have Ja Rule.
Take that.
I like that. I like the playlist. Right. Okay, Andre, what about you?
All right. My name is Andre Addison. Born in Jamaica, of course. Bop, bop, bop. All right. Represent. I was raised most of my life in Miami. Went to Miramar High. Went to BCC in FIU. Studied nursing, but wasn't really my thing. Anthony, no offense.
What? I never know that. You kept that a secret, bro. You never told me that.
A lot of people don't know that. I'm a serial entrepreneur right now. I own several companies. You call me Mr. LLC. Go online, put my name up. You see like 100 different LLCs. Made my success in the financial industry, financial investment. I'm a philanthropist. I love people. I love building people up, and I love working with the kids to help them, be somewhere where basically being a role model for the youths.
Okay.
And that's my story.
That is needed.
Nice.
As far as your financial side, like any kind of crypto investing or
no. All right. So let me clarify that, guys. I'm not a crypto guy. I didn't make my money from crypto or anything like that. All right. So if you guys have ever seen those little ATM machines in the stores, in the gas station, in the grocery stores. Have you guys ever seen that? So that's
not
what I
seen
do.
it. Yeah. So with the fees, with the transaction fees, that's you with the transaction fees.
I have over 3,000 machines nationwide. So that's basically how I came up. Started from the bottom, and my company is one of the larger companies in South Florida. Even though my face is not on it, but it works. That's the side of the industry I'm in, not the crypto. I've never traded crypto, never purchased a crypto, and I do not intend on it.
Okay, he said don't intend on it. Okay, I got you. And Tony, what about you? Tell us a bit about your background.
Yeah, I'm from New York, from Long Island, New York. I've been living here in Miami, South Florida for about, I want to say a little bit over 9 years now. I'm a father of 2 boys. Currently, I'm the finance director and taxation of a construction firm here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm very laid back. In my spare time, I enjoy investments and investing in the stock market. And that's pretty much me in general.
In a nutshell. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
let's get into it. Now, the next question is, when did you realize you were ready and wanted to find love? Andre, we'll start with you first.
I guess because my name starts with A, right? But there's another A. There's Anthony right
Andre
there.
Addison, AA.
There you go. Triple A. All right. So I'm always going to tell people I've always been ready to love. You know, I'm a lovable person. You know, many people know me. They call me the big teddy bear. I'm just commonly misunderstood most of the time because of my swag and the way I am. People misjudge me without getting a chance to know me. But I'm always ready to love from day one. So I was made for this. All right, if y'all know what's up.
Day one. He said from day one. If you are you like in your 30s? Are you like? I think it's like 30 to 50 the age range. So
yeah, I mean, take a guess. If you guess, I give you a round of applause.
Okay, I
would.
What was that?
25.
Let's go, baby. 25 it is.
You look good, friend. You look good.
You look real good. I'm gonna say like 30 because I know I think it's like 30 to 50 is the age range, but I'm gonna say 30.
If I tell you, you're gonna fall over in a chair.
I'm gonna Google you. It's all good. I can just all right.
You leave it right there, right? I'll take 30.
So, Suen, what about you? When did you realize that you were ready and you wanted to find love?
Well, I had a very lengthy, protracted divorce and was separated for quite some time before that. But I definitely, once I got my official walking papers, I definitely started preparing myself because I do have 2 kids as well. It's different for guys going through divorce than it is for ladies in terms of being ready for love or engaging in like a serious relationship when you don't have your freedom papers. For guys, it's fine. It's all good. It's like, oh, you going through divorce? That's fine. Come on, let's go down and have some dinner. But for women and you know, just me being a professional and stuff like that, I definitely wanted to wait till I had my walking papers. And then once I did, I was like, okay,
here I am. I'm on the
and then it was beginning of COVID, and then we couldn't go outside.
Ooh. Wait. Ooh. So was there a lot? Well, you know what? Was there like a lot of virtual apps or dating apps that you were on because of COVID?
Nah, I was outside in the streets, like very active in terms of the protests, and just because of my line of work, I'm in civil rights litigation, so I was working a lot because you know that time was when everything was happening in the community. Even though I had my papers, I couldn't be outside because I was working and there was COVID. So it was no day.
Double whammy. Wow.
But I've been ready since then, for sure.
Yeah, not just a lawyer. I got you. Okay, that's your IG social name. Okay. And Tony, what about you?
You know, Nicky, listen, I've been single for 5 years, right? So in that time span, I had 5 years to work on myself. And frankly, Nicky, I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of going to bed at night by myself, you know, and I truly believe I'm at a stage in my life right now where I'm ready for love. You know, I'm more mature. I have my, you know, my priorities in order, and I'm just looking for that special woman right now in my life. And that's why I joined the show. And then I actually joined the show expecting, you know, and yeah, you will have to tune in.
Oh my God, I tune into the first Miami Ready to Love, and I'm excited for the second one.
Right.
Okay, any more questions? All right, Anthony, what about you?
I have to say probably before I started the journey, I decided I was ready. Like I kind of just, you know, I was kind of focused on myself, focused on being a father, a businessman, healthcare professional. And I was just like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, what haven't I done next? Am I ready for this? So I had to really have a talk to myself and be like, okay, you are ready to take that next step, and you are ready to be vulnerable and open to somebody. So at that point, you know, and then kind of got the opportunity. So I kind of like, the chips kind of fell. You know, maybe somebody talking to me and telling me I am ready at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So y'all, yeah. So based on y'all experiences and your journey, yeah, you're definitely, look, we all want to feel loved. We want to be loved, and we want to have companionship and all that, you know, it's human nature, and it's natural. So do y'all believe in like the zodiac signs compatibility? What's your stance on that? Like air versus fire?
I'm a girl, so I'm with it.
You with it?
Yeah, I have the CoStar app on my phone. I put all my castmates in there. I was walking around like, what time you was born? Okay, let me see. Okay.
You never told me my results though, Suan. You had all this information, you never told me my results.
What did you say, Anthony?
He said the results.
What were my results though? We'll talk about it later.
What about the Anthony?
I gotta tune in.
Okay.
If you got an app that talks about compatibility,
I got you, Anthony.
You got it? You feel me?
I just got it. All right.
It just talks about the signs, and then it tells you like how somebody interacts with you. So I have I have everybody, the coworkers, my employees, everybody is on there because I'm like, ooh, what is so and so going through today?
Oh my God!
Based on their birth chart. So.
Is it like an error of margin in between? Is it like off by like 10% or like
it don't miss?
Okay, I'm gonna need that app. We'll talk offline. Okay.
I got you.
So, what is one dating experience you'll never forget? And Tony, you can go first.
Wow. So I must confess, I was on a dating app. And, I see this stunning, beautiful woman. I message her. She messaged me back. We begin, talking over the phone and great conversation. And I said, you know what? Let's meet up for dinner. So I actually met her at Kalu's restaurant. And she was not who she said she was.
Was it a she or a he?
He was catfished. Were you catfished?
He was catfished.
A totally different person, pretending to be someone different. So yes, I was catfished. Yes. However, I continued on with the date, being a gentleman that I am, and it was the worst night ever. Absolutely horrible. All I can do is just think about, this person really lied to me. And, I felt, I'm already there. So we might as well just go in and, finish off the date. And I made it very quick, to say the least.
Oh, wow. So from 2 hours condensed into 30 minutes?
Oh, no, it was about 45 minutes, 45 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So you were catfished.
45 minutes.
Wow, that's not a good experience. Yeah. So wait. So was her picture?
Yes, I was. And I haven't been back. I haven't been back on that app since, Nikki.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm sorry?
Anthony, what about you? What dating experience can you share with us?
I'll probably say I went on a date with somebody and her cell phone usage was a little bit, little, it was a little bit too much for me. So I went through the whole day and I made little comments like, hey, that must be an important message to check in or whatever it was, made little comments that I know was bothering me. And I don't think she got the point. So it got to the point where I actually paid the bill, went to the bathroom, walked outside the restaurant, stood outside the restaurant and watched her sit on her cell phone, and she didn't realize I had left the date.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that is I think like when you're on a date, you have to like pay attention to your date. You can't be on your phone all the time, you gotta be cognizant of that. Yeah. So after that, it was a wrap after that.
Mm-hmm.
I was done.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Is that Marcia? Hey. Welcome, Marcia Stewart. Hello.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry I was a little bit late.
No, it's okay. Well, we gonna put you on the bench, girl. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm born and raised in Miami. I'm a fashion designer and a hairstylist. I'm single, on ReadyTo Love, and I don't have a child.
Okay, so when did you realize that you were ready and you wanted to find love?
I've always been ready for love, open to love, but I think once you get to a certain point in your life where your career ball is rolling, your friends are having kids and people are getting married, you just kind of stop and realize, like, wait, what am I doing? It's time to be more intentional about love. So that kind of happened in the past 2 years where I was like, okay, let me put myself out there.
Past 2 years. Okay. And now's the time. You're ready to love. We got to tune in to see if you found love or not. Okay. So
exactly.
What is one dating experience you'll never forget?
Like an actual date or?
Yeah, actual date. Yeah.
Girl.
Tony got catfished.
He did.
He got catfished.
A dating website?
Mm-hmm. Plentyoffish.com.
Come on, Tony. You should have known.
I'm gonna tell you mine. Marcia thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You think about it. You think about it. Okay. Andre, what about you? What she think? What about you?
Oh man, I've had a lot of dating experiences, a lot of good dating experiences, a lot of bad ones. So one that I will never forget is inviting this one young lady on a date. And when she showed up, she was everything she said she was, Tony. All right. Something was kind of off for her, you know, and I didn't pick it up until after. So while we're eating, she said, hey, you know, because we're like in a bar situation. So it was a restaurant and bar. She's like, hey, you know, I got a couple of friends that are in the area, you know, can I invite them over? And I'm like, sure, why not? You know where this is going, right?
I know.
All right, so I said, sure, invite them over. Next thing, you had 3 of her homegirls that came over, and they joined us, started eating, and guess who had to pay for the bill?
They left you with the tab.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this one, but I learned my lesson. So
that's a setup. That was a setup. That was a hell of a setup. Yes. Okay. Well,
hey, Anthony, I saw your face over there. Like, what?
I think he told me this one before and said something like it. That's how I was like, hold on, let's ring the bell.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, well, Marcia, back to you. Have you thought about your dating experience?
Yeah, I had some crazy dating stuff. I went out with a guy that would not stop sweating, and he carried a wash rag.
Oh my God.
And he dripped all over the table. It was really bad.
Maybe
that I had me and my friends, we have a code where we text each other like 3 dots, which means call now. So when she called, I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm on my way. And I was like, I gotta go. My friend needs me. But he was just like something, like he was in a sauna, like he was just sweating everywhere. He had a rag. It was in a nice restaurant, and he was wiping, and he touched the rag touched my arm, like it was bad.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Maybe he was just nervous. Maybe he's nervous.
Maybe he liked you.
That's what I like to think. But he was prepared. So this is something.
Wait, who's that? Who's that in the background? Who just yelled that?
Anthony, is that a medical condition?
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
Okay, that's why to get some Botox shots.
In the armpit? In the armpit?
I like Marcia too much. That's a medical condition.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. No, Anthony, he was dripping. That wasn't flattered.
Well, thanks for sharing that. So, you know, Ready to Love is one of the network's most watched series on the Oprah Winfrey Network. So, without giving anything away, what can we expect for Ready to Love season 7? Who would like to go first?
Tony.
Suan, you go first.
We can expect grown and sexiness.
Grown and sexy. Any drama? Any you know?
Yeah, it's always gonna be drama because the format is that we're dating people.
Clearly, you in a trailer calling people liars. You were.
Oh. There was some lies told. Okay, I didn't know we was gonna go straight to it. Okay,
we gotta tune in.
And it was some lies told.
Okay.
But we're dating the same people at the same time and then talking to the other women and talking to...
Yeah, it's drama. It's drama.
It's drama. Because normally, if you're dating, even if the other person you're dating is dating other people, you don't talk to the other people that they date every day,
weekly,
right?
to,
You
like,
don't have
debrief.
meetings with them and say like, "Oh, you know."
That's awkward. Yeah.
Right, right.
Awkward.
So,
Yeah.
so it's definitely
The guys are definitely in the high. I think this season, though, compared to the Ready to Love season, I think that they're so used to women like going at each other. I think our guys like went at each other. Like you're gonna see guys
really? So
like women, yeah. Which I like. I think it's
I like that too. I like that.
because you're so used to women going like, and then this time our guys are like territorial and like fighting for the women they want. You know,
I like that.
We were
well, that's
passionate
something
about
very
our girls.
different for
That's all.
season 7.
Well, Anthony, what'd you say, Anthony?
I said we love y'all. We're passionate about y'all. That's all.
It's about time y'all fight for us. You know, we tired.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Andre, what about you?
soft life era.
You know, without saying much, Nikki, I think the audience can definitely expect to see a lot of passion, a lot of emotions, a lot of real people. You know, I've watched the other season. Everybody is real, but on this particular one, being involved with everyone, you see the camaraderie with the guys, and you see the communion with the woman. So it's just like you see a lot of family feelings. You know, it's real. It's like a big family reunion, and everyone just doing their thing and fighting for love. So you're gonna see a lot of interesting things.
Ah, she said
Let's
fighting
see
for
what
love. That. Fighting for love.
Yeah.
Tony, you want to chime in, Tony?
Yeah, I truly believe it. Excitement, emotions, like what Marcy and Sue-Ann said. I mean, you have 8-10 guys with egos fighting for these beautiful women. I mean, all the women on the show is beautiful, you know. So you have 10 guys with ego, if you can imagine, just gravitating to certain women. So it's definitely going to be a show. You will be entertained.
Yes, y'all heard we're going to be entertained every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right? Every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Okay. Now, is it hard to find love in Miami? Like, is it difficult to find love in Miami?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you? Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Nikki, from what I experienced prior to the show is a lot of superficial women, out here in Miami, and women who looking to come up off of guys. Not saying all women, I'm just saying women that I encountered. So, I'm very cautious in terms of dating women, because you never know, what that woman is after. So, with my experience, it was. I take it with a grain of salt, but I tell you what, this show taught me a lot of things. I had a great time. I also learned a lot about myself. So stay tuned and watch.
So do you feel like there's a lot of gold diggers? Like they're mainly looking for a sugar daddy, or like
we in South Florida? Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I think for the men, it's hard to date men in Miami since he went after the women, because I feel like the guys, I think women are beautiful here. I think that, and it's a lot of us. I think that with the era of the internet, women are more accessible, so the pursuit is not as, it's not a clear thing. It's just kind of like everybody's socializing and having a good time in Miami. A lot of men aren't really serious about dating. They casually hook up. And I mean, women too. They, it's a lot of casual stuff happening down here. So if you're ready to settle down, you gotta go through a lot of crap to get to some people with substance.
To get to the real thing, yeah.
So
do you feel as we? Oh, go ahead. Who was speaking?
No, go ahead. I was going to chime in, but go ahead. I remember my thoughts.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add to what everybody said, and just want to highlight something that Miami is everything all of you said, but Miami is a melting pot of a lot of different types of beautiful women, who are just trying to create something for themselves, trying to create a personality. So with the influence of the social media, it has created a complete delusion, or should I say illusion, where women actually in Miami specifically, I mean in Broward and Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach, different. So we're talking about Miami. A lot of women are used to the lifestyle. And when you think about Instagram and lifestyle, you think about Miami. Or when you think about Miami, you think about lifestyle. So a lot of women are trying to keep up with that lifestyle quota, where it kind of confuses them into the virtual reality that them having 10,000 likes doesn't really mean 5 guys actually like you.
Yeah.
So that's the illusion the women have in Miami, why it's so hard to date, because they're thinking that they can get the best when it's actually not a reality. So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, the number of likes or comments does not equate to finding love.
Yeah.
It's shallow.
Absolutely.
Right. So as we get older, do you feel it's okay to settle? What's your take on that? About settling?
Anthony.
Anthony,
what are you?
Anthony.
I don't think it's ever okay to settle, to be honest with you. I mean, you settled in what? You unhappy, like, you stay complaining all your life. So I don't never think it's okay to settle. I feel like there's always a person out there for you. You just need to find that person. It takes reevaluating, what you require in a person. Then cool, reevaluate it a little bit. And I don't ever think you would settle.
Well, Anthony, they went straight to you. Did you settle on the show? I mean, he went straight to you.
Lord.
I will say this. I will never settle. I can't settle. So whatever is meant for me will always be for me.
Okay.
Anthony had his eyes fixed on something. You know what I mean, Anthony?
All right, well, I guess we'll find out. We got to tune in Friday and the next 13 episodes after that. What about you, Marcia? So do you feel like as we get older, we should maybe perhaps change our mindset and it's okay to settle?
That word don't even exist in my vocabulary. Life is too zestful. Like, settle for what? Like, why would you do that? Because then you have somebody you don't like and you going through life with. That's not fun. Yeah. So no, I think as we get older, we learn ourselves, we self-reflect, and we pivot. We make the necessary changes to be a great partner, and we become more realistic in the partner that we need versus we want. Like my 20-year-old self wanted a lot of things that I didn't need. So the older I got, the more I realized, like, okay, cool. I'm older now. I know what I need, but it's not a settle. I would never, ever, ever, ever. I don't wish that on nobody on this platform. Like, we're not settling. We're not doing that.
Okay.
Right.
Like that. Okay.
Let's go.
So now we're gonna move into our MIA. So talk. Okay. These are gonna be fun questions, fun, cute little questions. So, beach picnic or movie and a dinner? Tony, you go first. Beach picnic or movie and a dinner?
Where the beach at? What country?
She said, "What country?"
Hey, we know how we are.
Matters.
Well, Sue, what
I mean, we live in a beach. We live at the beach.
We live here.
Y'all know my heart.
Which country? Okay, well, Sue, which country would you like the beach picnic to be on?
I mean, Maldives is giving. It's always giving. I'm not saying for a first date. I'm just saying if it was a question of what's your ideal.
Okay, so for like, okay, maybe like a first or second date.
First and second date.
With South Florida, within Data Broward, maybe the Palm Beach.
No, I like the beach. I'm an island baby. I'm first generation Caribbean American, so I like the beach.
Wait, which island?
Barbados.
What? All right. So some south with a beach picnic.
That's another thing about it.
Fly fish.
Island.
I'm down down with that. And some sorrow.
And some sorrow. Okay. Anthony, what about you? Beach picnic or a movie and a dinner?
I'm gonna do beach picnic.
Okay.
I'm a picnic person, so I'm gonna do beach picnic.
Oh, romantic. Okay, Andre, you?
Beach picnic at sundown.
Ooh, sundown when it's cooler, yeah, because it'd be hot.
Yo,
It'd be
baby.
hot.
Hey, you know I'm a dark skinned brother over here. I ain't light skinned like the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta,
you good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
If you don't get a tent out a cabana, come on, Andre.
Right. Cabana, like you good.
I know you in a cabana.
Marcia, what about you? Beach picnic or a movie and a dinner?
Which one? Please.
Tony. Okay, Tony, beach picnic or movie and a dinner?
I would have to say beach picnic, more intimate.
Okay, I like that.
So I'm the only one that's going to dinner?
Girl, yeah. So where's
going to dinner though?
Marcia, where's the dinner gonna be at?
Frisco.
I'll let him choose. I'll let him decide.
Like a 5-star Brickell somewhere? Okay.
I'll just let him decide. I like food, so it's really important for me to see. That's the way you gauge what a foodie radar is. If they can pick a good spot.
Right.
That's how you gauge them.
It really could be a hole in the wall, but you pick a good spot, that matters. I'll pass on the picnic. I can tell a lot from a man about the restaurant, especially the first day.
Yes. We right here. So, what is your favorite love language? Who wants to
My favorite, I like all the loves and all the languages, but my absolute, I like all of
Good
them.
answer.
I love you.
All of it, but my absolute favorite, because I hate people that can't choose favorites, but my absolute favorite would have to be acts of service.
I like that.
Yeah, I get a little, I like acts of service. Makes me feel like special.
Okay. And Anthony, what's your
favorite?
favorite?
Like with your hands, because you know carpenter.
So me,
build my heart. Okay.
So with me, I have to say quality time and physical touch. Because I don't have much time. So if I give you my time, like it's real precious.
Because it's attention. Women love attention. Yes.
So, quality time and physical touch.
Suanne, what about you?
I would definitely say quality time and acts of service. I love all of them, touch, all of it. But if you can, an act of service to me is everything. Because especially if it's something that's thoughtful and something that is in tune with you, it means somebody's studying you, they're paying attention to you, and they're focused on you. So
yes, all about attention. And Tony, what about you?
I will concur with what Suanne said. Act of service as well as physical touch. Definitely.
Yeah, I get that from you.
Wait, is that like a little teaser into like a certain episode?
I don't know.
No. What you talking?
Tony, are you saying you want to be touched or you want to touch?
Ooh.
I don't mind both.
I was just trying to clarify.
Okay, let's get a little steamy. Okay. Andre, did you go Andre or no?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Okay, so what's yours? Your favorite love language?
Well, mine is a little bit untraditional. Maybe it's not even listed, but I'm a giver. So I like to give gifts, and not only physical giving, but I'm very attentive. So, I go off moods and motions. So I'm a giver. If I see that you need something emotional, or maybe you need something physical, I'm going to give it to you. You're going to know I'm paying attention, and I'm going to give it to you. So I'm a giver. I like to give gifts, but not only physical gifts, all the gifts.
Okay, everything. Physical, mental,
everything. Hey, I know you need it.
What was the last gift you bought?
Hey, y'all know what's up. Y'all adults around here.
I'm just trying to find out. Make it good. Make it good. So no, let us
Not
know.
everybody got that one.
On the list. I'm trying to find out.
I'm trying to find out too. If it's not like on the love language list, I'm like, dang, what am I missing missing out on. Okay.
Maybe it's what. Maybe I want to have that one too.
I'm a giver, baby. I'm a giver.
Right. So, okay, forehead, cheek, or lip kiss? Forehead. Do you like the forehead, the cheeks, or on the lips? Maybe the second or third date.
All the guys are gonna say lip, and all the girls are gonna say forehead. Right?
I'm a forehead man all day. I'm a forehead man all day.
I'm a forehead all day too.
All day.
Me too.
Is it third date?
We're gentlemen.
Third date?
Second or
Gentlemen.
third date.
Wrong. What
There you
date?
are.
What number date? Because I feel like it should go forehead, cheek, lips. Like
Then
first
lips,
date,
okay. First date, second
Well, she
date,
was like, you
third
have to
date.
choose one.
Exactly.
You have to choose one kiss. You don't get all the kisses.
She wants one of them all. She wants all the kisses.
Lips,
She
you know,
wants
I'm
them all.
just
That's
saying.
all it is.
I like forehead kisses.
Forehead kisses,
On the
okay.
first, second, third, and fourth.
Okay. So, okay, last question: flowers or chocolate?
I want whatever Andre say he buying.
Hey,
I want to know.
Dubai
Yeah.
chocolate. Hey, Suan, chocolate in Dubai. You know what that comes with? Golden chocolate. That's right.
Oh, he said Dubai. That's a trip
Let's
and
go.
chocolate, girl.
Let's go.
Okay.
Guys, did you guys do? Can I ask the guys? Did you guys get us any chocolates or flowers on season 7 of Ready to Love? Did y'all do that?
He did. Anthony did.
Anthony
Anthony
did.
did.
He got me flowers.
Oh, that's sweet.
Represented for the guys, you know. Right, Tony?
Represented for the guys.
Anthony represented for us.
He had a proxy. He's a proxy for the guys.
That's
I'm
right.
a spokesman. Not only president, I'm a spokesman.
I don't like flowers or chocolate, so.
Okay. You like dinners. All right. So, what would you tell your younger selves, and how old would you be? And Marcia, you can go first. So, what would you tell your younger self, and how old would you be?
Oh, I was bad. Like, I was so bad, y'all. Like, I got kicked out of 3 elementary schools. Like, expelled. Yeah, I was a fighter. I was a fighter. I was angry. I was a bad kid. I think I would tell my younger self, just get through this part, girl. Like, if you just get through this part, like, and I also would tell myself, she'll be about 7 or 8. And I will also tell myself, whatever you believe about you is what people believe about you. Right. So once you started believing you were bad, everybody else, you identify with that. I would try to teach myself to reverse that. Like, don't let people put on you what you are. Be what you are. Whatever you believe is what people believe. So I would be about 7 years old, and that's probably what I'd tell her, little badass.
The mind is powerful. She's a badass. And Tony, what about you?
You know what, Nikki? I will say 21, patience. Patience is a virtue, and I lost 2 good women for not being patient. So definitely patient and yeah, and just take your time. You young man. There it is.
So deep. That was deep. And Anthony, what about you?
21. I think I would tell myself to follow your first intuition. Don't allow anyone or anything to deter you from your dreams and your goals. Because I was set back a lot as a child, saying what I couldn't do, what I could do, you know. And as I got older, I decided to just focus on what I originally wanted to do, and I've been successful doing it. So I would tell my younger self, go after what you want. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Sky's the limit.
Definitely.
That's right.
And Suan, you?
I would definitely tell my 26, 27, 28-year-old self that you make your own calendar, you set your own time, you make your own fate. Everybody, you know, when you're at that age as a woman, especially a Black woman, everybody's like, you need to be married, you need to have kids, you need to be doing this, you should be doing that. And it's like sometimes people succumb to that pressure. Yeah. So I definitely feel like I would tell myself, like, child, do you.
At your pace. Yep. Do you at your pace. Exactly. And Andre, you.
Yes. So I will tell my 25-year-old self because I believe I started maturing at 25. I would say slow is fast. Reason for that is I've made a lot of mistakes going too fast and just rushing things. So I've recognized that doing things slower, you get a lot more time to vet, and you get a lot more time to make better decisions. And they say it's not the fast. What's the saying? It's not the fast that wins the race, but one that endures. So I'll say slow is fast. That's what I would say to myself.
That's facts. Yeah, that's so true. Take the time. It's okay to be silent sometimes and just to take the time and think about the next steps.
Slowing it down.
Wow. Well, I'm excited. Our audience is excited for season 7. The watch party is going down this Friday. I'm going to be on the premises. So y'all get ready for my question. Right.
It's big sold out energy, big, very much at capacity. But, please, from your homes, check it out.
Check it out. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Oprah Winfrey Network. Shout out to Woodpacker. Yo, Eventbrite is sold out. I got people hitting me up to try to get them in. I'm like, I don't know what I can do. But anyways, it's a popular show. Everyone is tuning in. Everybody want to see if y'all found love. I want to see if y'all found love. And Anthony, I want to see if you settled. All right, so I
want to see what Andre bought.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
I'm gonna get him. That's right.
Well, thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all on Friday on TV.
Bye.
Have a good
Thanks
night.
for having us.
Later.
Bye. And y'all, again, one of our sponsors, it is Duke and Dame Whiskey. For your chance to win a Duke and Dame Whiskey bottle, just answer the simple question. Name a Black-owned restaurant within Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches. So thank you so much. Our first episode of 2023. We'll see y'all next week, Wednesday. Tune in on Friday for Ready to Love Season 7 on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Over and out. Good night.